What's up everybody, Tommy here, Math Productions, and this video I'm talking about 10 of my favorite mods specifically for immersion. I'm going to show off 10 of them, a few of them you'll see on screen. One of them is a paid mod, hear me out, it's 200 credits, we'll talk about it at the end, but also at the end I'll show off the full load order. But number one, it's the Starfield Hair and Beards, Zone 79. They make amazing mods, apparel mods, a ton of different mods. I love the additional hair and beards that this mod adds. Number two, we're talking about resources from junk. Instead of just having to buy or mine resources, items, miscellaneous items that you pick up along your way, you'll be able to scrap those if you will. And get resources from them. Number three, TN's realistic oxygen meter. It changes the way, in certain aspects, how your oxygen meter works. It also changes up the need for specific oxygen tanks and changes default oxygen tanks that are just kind of miscellaneous items in the background of the world. You can actually pick them up and they're usable, right? So number four, we are talking about an overhaul for Neon's core. The Neon Core Disguise Seamless project. In the video it's a little choppy because of the increased speed and because I was doing what it disclaims not to do in the mod description, which is loading a whole bunch of stuff back to back. But it's super cool. I love it in theory and I think it's just going to get better over time, right? Hopefully. Number five, better NPCs. It drastically changes the way NPCs behave in the world, makes it a lot more realistic, thus makes you feel a lot more immersed, right? When you're roaming around the different systems, the different points of interest. It's a super cool mod, highly encourage it. Just as much so as I encourage number six, that's the improved follower behavior. In regards to their follow distances, their actions, making sure that they're not constantly running right in front of you when you're engaged in combat. It does a ton of different things that drastically improves the way that the followers work, but obviously it also improves your immersion in the game, especially when you're in combat and you're aimed down sight and you're about to take out that enemy and then boom, Sam, Barrett, anybody just pops up right in your way, right? This mod helps to prevent those situations from happening all the time. Definitely check that one out. Number seven, we're talking about Astrogate, and it changes the way when you're traveling interplanetary. Instead of having to just kind of load scene skip around different sections to different things, with Astrogate, if you drop down your shield power and you put it all into your grab drive, when you hit your speed boost, you will jump to crazy speeds and you'll end up being able to travel without having to do those load scenes, right? And it doesn't really take that long even. Number eight's the desktop speaker for SSN broadcast, and greatly improves your immersion as you're using Astrogate flying around, or whether you put one in your outpost. You'll be able to hear about your stories and accolades, triumphs, victories, yada yada. You'll be able to hear about them as you do them. Number nine is useful Briggs. I've talked about that before, specifically in my top 15 ways to improve Starfield immediately. Showing it off a little bit on screen, how you can exit. You get this control terminals to actually be able to open, close, release, interact with your prisoners that you can capture, right? Number 10, we're talking about the paid mod I mentioned at the beginning of the video. It's 200 credits. I'm not going to talk about its individual merit to you as a viewer. That's up for you to decide. I'll tell you from my perspective, very worth it, 200 credit investment. It's super cool. It adds a control panel on the wall in the mess hall hab, and you can activate that terminal. Lets everybody know it's chow time, and you give them a few seconds depending on where they're at. It'll take them a few more or a few less seconds, but everybody will stop what they're doing, come and meet you in the mess hall at the tables, sit down, and Mickey He stands at the cooking station that is in the mess hall as well, cooking up the grub. Everybody can enjoy a feast together. So I hope you like this video. Let me know in the comments what you think, and take care.